Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Judge Christy Ruppe. You are here today for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there is probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause only means that it's more likely than not you've committed the crime for which you've been arrested. As you appear before me today, you're considered not guilty of what you've been charged with. That status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by the State Attorney's Office if they prove the case against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. In all likelihood, you're arrested on a warrant for a new charge. Either way, you were given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of release that will be imposed upon you. You are entitled to have a lawyer represent you at each stage of these proceedings. If you cannot afford to hire one, I will appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You are also entitled to make a phone call to let friends, family, or your lawyer know who you are. If you haven't had the opportunity to make that phone call, please let me know. Make sure you get that phone call today. Finally, and most importantly, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded, and there is an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say. So anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be held against you in the prosecution of your case down the road. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand so I can place you under oath. Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. You can put your hands down as I call your name. Please come forward to the podium. Sky O'Bara. So, O'Bara, can I have your date of birth?
That was January 29th, 95.
You're here today because you failed to appear in front of Judge Hickman on June 5th regarding a petty theft.
Okay.
Would you like to...
I thought...
Go ahead.
I thought that, I got someone to represent me for that and it got dropped, but I must be mistaken.
Yep, you're mistaken. Would you like to see about taking care of that today?
I suppose that would be the best.
Dave, do you have a record?
I do, Judge. We actually have around 2 counts. There are 2 charges today.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, I got the Grand Theft Auto as well.
Okay. Showing the instant charges, as well as the conditional release violation in 2017, which she did PTE in. No, she didn't do PTE in that. Not sure how that was resolved.
Okay.
That's it, Judge.
Okay. If you want to take care of the petty theft today, I'll go ahead and give you time served for the 2 days that you have in the Hernando County Jail. You will still have the Grand Theft Auto, and that's going to remain at a $2,000 bond, and we'll see you back to court on that on July 1st. Would you like to take care of the petty theft today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you understand that by taking a plea on this case that you're giving up your right to go to trial?
Yes.
Giving up your right to confront the witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you. Do you want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, I suppose that would be the best.
With regard to the petty theft charge in 2019 MM 1623, how do you plead? Complete no contest.
I plead for the time served, so guilty.
Okay, I'll accept your plea of guilty and find it's freely and voluntarily entered. Adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 2 days in the Hernando County Jail. Give you credit for the 2 days that you have in. You will have fines and court costs and the cost of incarceration for those 2 days assessed against you. If there is restitution in that case, the state will let me know. I'll sign an order sometime in the next 30 days, and you will also have to pay that restitution as well. With regard to the Grand Theft Auto, do you want me to appoint you a lawyer to represent you in that?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll appoint the public defender. We'll see you back to court July 1st at 1:30 in the afternoon, okay?
Okay, that is all.
That's it. Thank you.
Bond remains the same, Judge?
Yeah, that's fine. Well, it's resolved. Oh, yeah, no. So, okay. Nicole Dana? Can I have your date of birth?
October 6, 1975.
Very good. You're here today for possession of controlled substance and possession of paraphernalia. The bond amount is a total of $3,000 at this time. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes.
Okay, I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. State?
Could be first offenses, Judge.
Okay. I have an address for you on Stillwater Ave in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes.
How long have you lived there?
5 years.
Do you have a job?
I'm sorry?
Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
Contracting and credentialing.
Okay. right, I'll set the bond on count 1 at $500. Count 2 is ROR. We'll see you back to court July 1st at 1:30 in the afternoon.
Thank you.
Chevronte Crook. Can I have your date of birth?
12/1992.
Okay, you are here today for a battery, looks like against your brother, and a criminal mischief. Bond amounts are a total of $1,000 each. I found probable cause for your arrest. You want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll appoint the public defender's office. State.
I'm not sure.
But I have a question, if that's
Okay.
alright.
Sure.
My mother is mentally retarded, and I take care of her, and I also work. So I was hoping and wishing that I can get ORs because she comes back today, and I will lose my job.
Okay. I guess because they didn't charge it as domestic, technically I can, even though against your brother. But I am saying that you can have no contact with your brother, Angel Ruiz, okay? Don't have any,
I will not. I won't
Let me
contact
finish. Let me finish. Don't have any contact with him whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email, do not have anyone else call him, write him, or email him. If you have any contact with Angel whatsoever while this case is pending, you could be charged with another crime and held without bond.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm finding it's domestic, so I'm going to hold you until 4 o'clock anyway in case Angel wants to file any paperwork against you.
Yes,
State
ma'am.
is saying that you have no prior records, so I'm going to do a $500 bond on count 1. I'll do ROR on count 2. We'll see you back to court July 3rd at 9 a.m. Make sure to reach out to your public defender.
Alright.
Thank you. Matthew Anderson. Can I have your date of birth?
6/4/88.
You are here because you have something going on out of Pasco County. It looks like a pending charge of fleeing to elude. The bond amount is $5,000. We're going to keep that bond amount the same. We're going to get you over to Pasco County sometime within the next 5 days. When you get over there, you can ask for a court date, ask for a lawyer.
Well, I'm asking for a court date and a lawyer when I'm down there when you send me down there. They should be doing this now, right?
No, they can't do it because you're in Hernando County. We're sending you to Pasco County. If for some reason they don't get you down there within the next 5 days, the folks there at the jail will bring you back in front of me and we'll figure out what the holdup is, okay?
No, I don't know what's really going on here.
Okay, they'll explain it to you at the jail. Maurizio Capelli? Can I have your date of birth?
6/4/75.
You're here today for 2 counts of possession of controlled substance, 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia. Your total bond is right now $13,000. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. State.
2016 Dwellis, 2014 possession of a controlled substance with intent to sell and paraphernalia, 2013 felon possession of a concealed weapon, 2011 Dwellis DUI, refusal, possession of controlled substance, possession of weapon while engaged in criminal offense, 2010 Dwellis, 2010 reckless, 1992 attachment tag unassigned.
Have an address here on Stillwater Ave in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes.
How long have you lived there?
20 years.
You have a job?
Never knew. Can I ask for a bond reduction?
You can ask. Your request is denied. Bond amount, count number $20,000, count 2, $4,000, count 3, $2,000. See you back to court on July 1st at 1:30. Todd Charles. Have your date of birth.
4/4/61.
You're here today for an aggravated battery. Your bond amount is currently $10,000. It's based on a warrant signed by Judge Iman, who found probable cause for your arrest. You want the public defender's office to represent you? Do you want a lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want the public defender's office?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. State.
2018 Dwellis, no motor vehicle registration, 2018 no valid, 2017 Dwellis ×2 and FTA ×2, which were adjudications. 2012 violation of DV injunction, 2011 violation of DV injunction, 2010 Dwellis, 2010 improper exhibition of a firearm, 2006 no valid. 1999 he had some fish violations ×2, 1997 bad checks, 1993 some violation, I don't know what that is. That's it, Judge.
All All right, Mr. Charles, do you have an address these days? Are you living somewhere?
Yeah, Brooksville.
Okay.
Was that charges against me all them, or?
Those are prior charges.
They weren't mine. None of that was mine.
Okay.
That wasn't me.
Okay. I need to order that you have no contact with Tommy Williams. Don't have any contact with him whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email. Do not have anyone else call him, write him, or email him. You have not signed your agreement to appear that it looks like was presented to you at the jail. You will not be released from custody until you sign your agreement to appear to your court date on July 1st at 1:30 in the afternoon. Going to keep your bond at $10,000. Someone from the Public Defender's Office will reach out to you soon. John Cooper? Can I have your date of birth?
8/25/95.
You're here today for possession of marijuana with the intent to sell, possession of drug paraphernalia, resisting an officer without violence, and possession of hashish. Your bond amounts currently are $8,000. I found probable cause for your arrest on each of these. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
Appoint the Public Defender's Office. State.
2017 grand theft, 2017 duelist, 2017 attach and tag on a sign, 2015 trespass in the public school grounds, 2015 fraudulent use of a credit card, 2014 burglary of a dwelling, and a bunch of unscorable juvenile stuff, burglaries, grand thefts, batteries, etc.
Okay. I have an address here on Stub Street in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
No, I live on Whiteway Drive.
Okay. How long have you lived there?
4 or 5 years.
You have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
I work for ACR Construction.
Count 1's going to be 4,000. Count 2 is going to be 4,000. Count 3 is going to be 4,000. Counts 1, 2, and 3 are 4,000. Counts 4 and 5 are 2,000.
So my bond was raised.
Yes, sir, based on your prior record. We'll see you back to court July 1st at 1:30. Jason Preston.
Stop call.
Can I have your date of birth?
4/16/87.
You're here today for a violation of probation. It's based on a warrant signed by Judge Hitzman. Found probable cause for your arrest. It looks like probation is recommending 120 days in order for you to resolve this case today. Would you like to do that?
Sure.
Do you understand that by admitting that you violated your probation, you're giving up your right to have a hearing?
Yeah, that's fine.
Giving up your right to confront witnesses at that hearing, call your own witnesses at that hearing, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove that you violated your probation. Do you want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yeah.
Okay, with regard to the violation of probation in 2017 CT 2997, you were placed on probation for a DUI and driving a suspended driver's license. Do you admit that you violated your probation?
Yes.
Accept your admission. I find it's freely and voluntarily entered, revoke and terminate your probation. Adjudicate you guilty. Sentence you to 120 days in the Hernando County Jail.
You had 2 prior.
Where did they pick, how many days do you have in? Just the 2 days?
One.
Just one?
Judge, you
Got
actually
previous.
had a total of 4.
4, okay.
Total of 3, excuse me.
Gotcha.
Total of 2, excuse me.
So one from the previous arrest and one from this. So we'll give you credit for the 2 days that you have in. We're going to D6 all of the conditions. So all those conditions that you were ordered to do as a condition of your DUI that you never did, those will be D6 against you, which means if you ever want to get a driver's license back, you still have to do all of those things. You also have the cost of prosecution, the public defender fee, and the cost of incarceration for those days that you will be doing in the jail assessed against you. When you get out of jail, you can come down to the clerk of court and make payment arrangements for all of those things, okay?
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nicholas Gillette. Can I have your date of birth?
1984.
We're here today for a violation of probation. It's based on a warrant signed by Judge Toner on February 6th. There's probable cause for your arrest. He wants you to have no bond until you appear back in front of him. Do you want the public defender?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. See you back to court July 1st at 1:30.
Thank you.
Floyd Hammett. afternoon. Can I have your date of birth?
5/28/70.
You're here because you have a violation of probation out of Pasco County. They do have a $20,000 bond on that violation of probation. We're going to hold you here until Pasco County comes to get you. They will come get you sometime in the next few days. If for some reason they don't get you within the next 5 days, the folks there at the jail will bring you back in front of me and we'll figure out what the holdup is. When you get over to Pasco County, you can ask for a public defender, you can ask for a court date, and you can ask for a reduction in your bond, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Dennis Kohler? Can I have your date of birth?
3/21/72.
You're here today for a felony petty theft, possession of methamphetamine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. I found probable cause for your arrest on each of these things. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead and appoint the public defender's office provisionally on both of these cases. State.
Hey, ma'am.
Possession of methamphetamine in 2004. Paraphernalia in 2004. Looks like he violated his probation on that. Grand theft in 2006. Probation violation. 2006, possession of methamphetamine. Conviction. And paraphernalia. 2006, burglary of a structure or conveyance. Conviction. 2006, felony littering. Conviction. 2006, trespass at a construction site. Conviction. 2007, he violated his probation with the possession of methamphetamine, which is another conviction, and paraphernalia. 2010, methamphetamine, conviction with paraphernalia. 2011, Willis. 2012, Willis. No motor vehicle registration. Controlled substance, not a prescription. That's in 2012. Conviction and paraphernalia. 2012, grand theft. Conviction. 2012, petty theft. Conditional release violation. 2013, possession of methamphetamine. It's like trafficking. Trafficking of methamphetamine, which is a conviction. Dealing in stolen property, conviction in 2013. Possession of a place, 2013, that was a conviction, so he went back to prison on that. Paraphernalia in 2013. He's a registered felon, 2018 petty theft, which was dropped. That's all I'm showing, Judge.
Have an address me on Point View Road in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
30 years.
Do you have a job?
Oh, yeah.
I have a salary.
For the possession of meth, I'm going to set your bond at $20,000. For the possession of paraphernalia, I'm going to set your bond at $2,000. For the petty theft, I'm going to set your bond at $4,000. We're going to see you back to court on all these cases on July 1st at 1:30. Richard Mizuka. Can I have your date of birth?
August 7th, 1953.
Okay, you were here today for sexual battery on a mentally disabled person. There's 4 counts of that. A total bond of $40,000. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. Stated did have an opportunity to look at a previous score sheet with 7 retail thefts, 6 driving a suspended driver's license, batteries, false names for law enforcement at least 3 times, detention, time not assigned, trespass, and FTA from 2004, and a felony petty theft. Is there anything else?
There was an FTA in 2016 that was not charged. There was a 2010 FTA that was not charged. Let's see, a 2007 FTA that was not charged. And I think you got everything else, Your Honor.
Okay.
Obviously, we're asking for GPS as well.
I'm addressed you on Thurston Street in Wikiwachi. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
8 years.
Do you have a job?
Disability.
Okay, I was doing the GPS order before court on this, and this is not a minor, it's an adult. So I would assume the GPS order is just to make sure that he stays away from the victim and the victim's family in this case, or anywhere that the victim may be?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to set the bond at $15,000 each. I'm going to order a GPS, which means that you will not be able to leave Hernando County or the state of Florida without the court's permission. You have to have the GPS placed on your person prior to leaving the jail, and you're responsible financially for the GPS monitoring device. You are to stay at least 1,000 feet away from where the victim lives, not to go anywhere near her. Jay, I'm missing page 2 of the GPS. Have that?
Well.
Oh no, I have it. I got it. So at least 1,000 feet away from the victim's residence or anywhere where the victim may be employed or go to school, at least 1,000 feet away from the victim's vehicle, and you have absolutely no contact with the victim, whose initials are BB, don't have any contact with her whatsoever, by phone, computer, directly or indirectly. We're going to see you back to court on this case on what did you have for court date on this?
I believe it was July 1st.
July 1st as well, July 1st at 1:30? You see you back to court on July 1st at 1:30, okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
That concludes my business, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, sir, thank you.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Tyrone Oliver? Can I have your date of birth?
9/16/71.
You are here today for driving on a suspended driver's license. Your bond amount is currently $1,000. I found probable cause for your arrest. All right. Did you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll appoint the public defender's office. State.
1994. It's like uttering a forged instrument, so withhold. $2,000 simple battery. $2,000 theft of cable services. 2001 DUI, which he violated his probation on. 2005 possession of cocaine, which is a conviction. Showing a Willis in 2005, which is a conviction, felony Willis. 2005 paraphernalia, conviction. Possession of cocaine in 2005, also a conviction. False name to Leo. That was also 2005, also a conviction. So I'm showing judge.
I have an address here on Casey Road in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
3 years.
Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
Cook.
You're spent around $2,000 to see you back July 1st at 1:30 in the afternoon, okay?
All right.
Troy Williams? Can I have your date of birth?
1482.
You're here today for 2 counts of failure to appear in front of Judge Hitzman on June 5th for driving on suspended driver's license and possession of marijuana. Do you want to try to take care of those cases today?
Yeah.
Did you say yes?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't see anything else on his driving record with regard to, there's nothing on there for driving unsuspended.
Yes, ma'am.
It's like it's just suspended for failure to pay 1 ticket.
I understand.
Is there
Yeah.
anything else on his criminal record?
Possession of cannabis. I'm not sure if that's still pending, Your Honor.
Okay, that might be what he has here.
That's all I show, Judge.
Okay. All right, Mr. Williams, if you want to resolve your case today, I will give you an adjudication with time served on 2 days for the driving unsuspended driver's license. I'll give you a withhold on the possession of marijuana, and I'm going to place you on probation for 6 months. You want to take care of these cases today?
Yeah.
You don't have to. If you want to, I can appoint a public defender and see you back to court another day. What would you like to do?
In a public defender.
Okay. Appoint the public defender's office if they weren't already appointed. Keep the bonds amounts the same, and we'll see you back to court July 3rd at 9 o'clock in the morning. James Rosson? Hi, Mr. Rosson.
Yes, ma'am.
Haven't seen you in a few months.
Few months, been a little over a year.
Okay. This is because you trespassed at Winn-Dixie this time. They're saying they don't want you there and you were there. That's what you're here for today. Do you want to just take care of this case today?
I guess so, ma'am.
Okay. You understand that that would involve you fleeing to this case today, and if you do that, then I'll just give you the time that you have there in the jail and you get out of jail today. You want to do that?
I want to get out. Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you understand that by taking this plea today, you're giving up your right to go to trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Giving up your right to confront witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you. Do you want to give up all of those rights, Mr. Rosson, and to take care of this case today?
If I walk in at that door, I'll give up anything.
All right. I'll accept your plea. I find it's freely and voluntarily entered. Adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 2 days in the Hernando County Jail. Give you credit for the 2 days that you have in. You will have the fines and court costs assessed against you again. And that should do it, sir. Thank you.
All right, so I can leave today.
Yes, sir.
All right, I like this good.
Justin Brooks. Can I have your date of birth?
524, 90.
Okay. You were here today for failure to appear in front of me on May 8th for possession of marijuana and possession of paraphernalia. And it looks like, did they pick you up from out of county somewhere?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. I've been
Okay.
incarcerated past 50 days in
Okay.
Hillsborough.
Gotcha.
He actually has 47 days total right now, and out of that, 41 were in Hillsborough, only 6 were here.
Okay. Was there a negotiated disposition before the failure to appear?
I don't think so.
It was a probationary offer, Judge, 12 months probation with adjudication. Substance abuse eval.
Okay. Sir, it seems that you've been offered probation on your case. That would involve you reporting to probation here in Hernando County. Do you live in Hernando County?
No, I live in Tampa.
Okay. What's this Crescent Road address? What's that?
That was the house I was staying at prior to this. My lease just ended, and so I moved to Tampa just
Okay.
recently.
Okay. Well, you would have to report here in Hernando to get some things done, and then you could have mail-in status for the rest of your probation if you're good. Do you want to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you understand that by taking a plea on this case today that you're giving up the right to go to trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Giving up the right to confront witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up the right to have the state prove the case against you. Do you want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, ma'am.
And with regard to this case with the possession of marijuana as count 1, possession of paraphernalia as count 2, it's case number 2019 MM1372. How do you plead? Concede no contest.
No contest.
I'll accept your plea of no contest. Defendant is freely and voluntarily entered. Adjudicate you guilty. I forgot how much time he had in. I didn't write it down.
More than 50, less than 60.
Was this, Mr. Rooks, total of 47, 6 here?
Okay, so why don't we just do the 6 here for the cost of incarceration for those 6. So I'll give you 6 days in the Hernando County Jail. I'll give you credit for the 6 days that you have in. I'm going to place you on probation for 12 months as a condition of probation. You need to do a substance abuse evaluation and any treatment that they recommend. You need to pay your fines and court costs and your public defender fee, and the cost of incarceration will be assessed against you. That will not be a condition of probation, though. Were there any other conditions of probation? Did I get everything?
That's it, Judge.
Okay, very good. You can automatically early terminate from probation after you've completed all of those conditions. And I'll have no objection to a mail-in as long as you get everything set up here in Hernando first, okay? So you need to report to probation by Monday. By Monday at 3 o'clock, you need to report to probation here in Hernando County. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am. I believe that I do have a hold still in Hillsborough, though.
Okay. All right, so you have to clear that up first, and then you got to figure out how to get over here to Hernando to start your probation.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
We should have Ms. Lawson.
Let's see. Is Amanda Lawson there?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Lawson, you are here today for, I have it noted as a change of plea. Is she represented by the Public Defender's Office?
Yes, Your Honor, it's 19 CG 1396, it's driving unsuspended. The offer from the state was 60 days, she has 50 in as of today.
Okay.
Would you agree to time served?
No, sir. 60 days.
60.
Okay. All right, Ms. Lawson, do you want to take care of your case today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you understand that by admitting, do you understand that by taking this plea today, you're giving up the right to go to trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Giving up the right to confront the witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up the right to have the state prove the case against you. Do you want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, ma'am.
With regard to this driving a suspended driver's license since 2019, CT 1396, how do you plead? Complete no contest.
No contest.
Okay, I accept your plea of no contest. Defendant is freely and voluntarily entered. I'll adjudicate you guilty. We'll consider it an open plea. I'll go ahead and do the 50 days. Credit for time served for the 50 days. You'll have fines and court costs of $488 and the public defender fee and the cost of incarceration. That hasn't been ordered anywhere else, Mr. Bauer?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, cost of incarceration will be assessed against you, and that should take care of this case, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
I also have a David Kober. Would you 2019 MM 1948. Is he in custody or?
Judge, he is in custody. He was downstairs this morning. I'm not sure if he's back.
You guys have David Pogar there?
He's supposed to be up here.
No, ma'am, I know he was on the felony docket, but he's not in here.
Okay, thank you. So, do we know if he's still in the courthouse?
Next week. Next week.
Did you lose your client?
He was here. I was under the impression that they were just going to bring him up from downstairs, but they have
You must have
brought him back.
transported him back.
They did? Okay.
I must have, because he's not, they're saying everyone's been transported back, and they're saying he's not in the first appearance docket, so. Do you know, we could set it up for tomorrow morning, first appearance at the jail, that doesn't sound like much fun for you. Or we could set it up Monday, first appearance Monday, 1:30.
Whatever we can do. He's got a fallback date. His case was remanded to county court on the 16th anyway. It was just a time served situation. Judge Sonner just didn't feel he had jurisdiction, so he sent it over to first appearances.
Maybe we can do it Monday at 1 o'clock?
Monday at 1 should work.
Okay, and the clerk will do the discuss setting it for Monday at 1 o'clock for a change of plea? Is that what it's for?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. We'll do that.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.